The next section is compulsory maintenance of accounts. Very important section again. So far as MCQ is concerned, multiple choice question. If multiple choice question is targeted from 44 AA, believe me, my dear friend, many people are going to give the wrong answer. So the whole section 44 AA, which talks about mandatory books of accounts, should be divided into two types: for the professional assessee and for the business class assessee or other assessees. Professional means this is for male fit company. You might be knowing this series of male fit company now. Medical professionals, accountant, lawyers, engineer and architect, film artists, interior decorators, technical consultant and company secretary. Okay. For these people, the law is very simple, very simple. The law says if your gross receipt, please understand, if your gross receipt is more than 1,50,000, if your gross receipt is more than 1,50,000, you tell me, should I use if in this case? Tell me, is it very difficult to earn 1,50,000 for these people? Doctors, lawyers, engineers, chartered accountants? No. But law is saying, okay, law is saying if your gross receipt exceeds 1,50,000 in all 3 years, very good, very important word, in all 3 years, if you are an existing assessee, okay, all 3 years preceding to current year, or if you are a new assessee, then you should expect, okay, whether your expected turnover, please understand, in current year, if you expect that your turnover will exceed 1,50,000, if answer is yes, if this particular answer is yes, you think that it will exceed 1,50,000 or it is exceeded 1,50,000, then you have to maintain specified books of accounts. If your answer is no, sir, my turnover has not exceeded, which is only theoretically possible, your turnover has not exceeded 1,50,000, then you have to maintain any books of accounts, any books which enables AO, assessing officer, to compute income of the assessee. Please understand, to compute income. So AO should be satisfied with your books of accounts, meaning thereby we professionals, you, me, we are literally not having any option of not maintaining of books of accounts. We have to maintain books of accounts. We don't have choice. You, me don't have choice. Look at the chart. From chart, you can pick up this very faster. See, section 44 AA, mandatory books of accounts, specified profession, male fit company, gross receipt should be more than 1,50,000 in all 3 preceding years, or if it is a new assessee expected during the previous year. If answer is yes, then you have to maintain specified books of accounts. If answer is no, then you have to maintain any books of accounts. So what do you mean by specified professional? This is a specified professional. Sir, for how many years we are supposed to maintain books of account? 6 years. Okay, so this is the definition of specified books. You have to maintain cash book, you have to maintain journal entries. If you are following the mercantile system, you have to maintain all the ledgers, purchase, sales, salary, all the ledgers. You have to maintain carbon copies whenever you issue bill. Whenever you go into any shop and you purchase anything, they will give you the original bill, but you have to maintain the carbon copy. If your sales amount per bill exceeds rupees 25,000, you have to maintain original bills. For expenditure, you have to maintain original bill. If your amount exceeds 50,000, and if it doesn't exceed 50,000, your expenditure, you have purchased one pen and two pencil for your business, and your bill was 45 rupees, you should at least maintain a voucher. Look at how detailed books of account they are asking us to maintain. 50 rupees, 25 rupees, we have to maintain the records. Okay, for each transaction, we have to maintain the record. This is what the section says. And please understand, my dear friend, if you are a medical professional, as I told you, it is very sad point that more than 50% of the doctors of India, according to one of the survey, they are not filing income tax return. They are not paying appropriate amount of tax. Therefore, there will be a time in income tax department will target all the doctors. And when they target all the doctors should maintain these 2 books additionally. Daily case registered, how many patient usually comes to your clinic on daily basis. Whenever you go to the clinics, you can observe that, attendant or whatever you say, receptionist, she will take the name, address, phone number, and she will maintain that particular register according to income tax. It is mandatory to maintain. Apart from that, the doctor is supposed to make inventory registered of drugs, medicine, and consumables. So these two additional documents are required to be maintained by the medical professional. This is the section 44 AB's 44AA primary target. For other business class, please understand, for business class, we can divide business class into two groups further. Okay. Individual HUF and other. Sorry. Other assessee. Okay. Individual HUF and other assessee. For other assessee, the condition was either your turnover should exceed 10 lakh rupees, or second condition, your income should exceed 1,20,000. Okay. One of the condition if you achieve, please understand, one of the condition, and that too in any of 3 years. Please understand, any of 3 years, not all 3 years, any of 3 years. If you achieve this condition, and if your answer is yes, you have to maintain such books of accounts. Please understand, you have to maintain such books of accounts, any books of accounts which enables AO to compute your income. And if your answer is no, that means your turnover is also below 10 lakh rupees and your profit is also below 1,20,000. Then you are not supposed to maintain any books of accounts mandatorily. Voluntarily, you can maintain any books of accounts, but here there is no compulsory maintenance of books of accounts, no books of account required by section 44AA. Now, please understand one thing from my side. If your turnover, you give me the answer, if your turnover and if your income, okay, and you tell me whether it is mandatory or not. Mandatory BOA. Okay. Your turnover is 12 lakh rupees. Your income is 80,000. Tell me, is it mandatory to maintain books of accounts? Please reply. Your turnover is 12 lakh rupees and your profit is 80,000. Is it mandatory? Yes or no? Is it mandatory to maintain books of account? Answer is yes. Definitely it is mandatory because your turnover has exceeded. Okay. So answer is yes. Your turnover is 8 lakh rupees, but your profit is 2 lakh. Now, is it mandatory to maintain books of accounts? Answer is yes. Now your profit has exceeded 1,20,000. So either your turnover exceeds 10 lakh or your profit exceeds 1,20,000, then you have to maintain books of accounts. Okay. You have to maintain books of accounts. So what if my turnover is also 50 lakh rupees and my profit is 8 lakh rupees? Should I maintain books of accounts? Should I maintain books of accounts? This is more easy. Yes. Sir, here your turnover as well as profit both are exceeding. So you should maintain books of account. So what if my turnover is 7 lakh and my profit is 1 lakh? My turnover is 7 lakh and my profit is 1 lakh. Should I maintain books of accounts? No, sir. Here your turnover as well as profit. Turnover has not crossed 10 lakh rupees. Profit has not exceeded 1,20,000. So you are not supposed to maintain books of account. This is how you should understand. Now, please observe the first two categories. Please observe the first two categories and tell me the answer of this question. These two people who are having income 80,000 and 2 lakh, are they supposed to pay tax? If this is the only income they are having, are they supposed to pay tax in India? Whether these persons are supposed to pay tax in India? No, sir, their income is below basic exemption limit. My second question, are they supposed to file ROI mandatorily? So here answer is no. Here also answer is no. Now these two people are asking you question. These two people are asking a question. If I am not supposed to file income tax return, if I am not supposed to pay income tax, why the hell you are asking me to maintain books of accounts, sir? I am such a small assessee. Why are you torturing us with the provisions of section 44AA? This problem was understood by Arun Jaitley, sir. And therefore, Mr. Arun Jaitley in 2017, okay, he made an amendment for individual HUF who can enjoy the basic exemption limit, and he said for individual HUF turnover criteria should be checked with the 25 lakh, and profit criteria should be checked with 2.5 lakh. Now these are the fair numbers, 25 lakh and 2.5 lakh. These are the fair numbers. So look at this. So for any business and profession other apart from mail fit company or ordinary people, okay, for them the law is like this. For individual 2,50,000 income criteria, individual HUF, and turnover 25 lakh. For any other associate firm, company, LLP, obviously for them it is mandatory, but still the income criteria is 1,20,000 and turnover criteria is only 10 lakh. What is the difference between here and here? So here we are having all three books. Here we are having any 3 years. If you exceed, if the turnover is exceeded with the prescribed limit, you have to maintain any books of account which will enable AO to determine the income. If it does not exceed, then no need to maintain books of account according to section 44AA. Okay. Now again, my system is about to shut down, and this section is also over. Okay, I'll cover this particular section very quickly. Section 44AB, my dear friends, very important. Please focus. Tax audit. Tax audit is mandatory when your turnover exceeds 1 crore. If you are a professional mail fit company, then tax audit is mandatory when your turnover exceeds 50 lakh. If you are a 44AD SSC, you should understand what do you mean by 44AD. The small SSC, presumptive SSC, then the tax audit becomes mandatory when turnover exceeds 2 crore. So these are the limits which were already there in the law. Normal business 1 crore, specified business, presumptive business under 44AD 2 crore, professional 50 lakh. This is the most important amendment which has happened last year. Sir, Nirmala Sitharaman said last year in Finance Act 2020, if you are a genuine assessee, and how do I come to know whether you are a genuine assessee? She said aggregate of your cash receipt in a previous year, in a relevant previous year, should be less than 5%, and aggregate of your cash payment, please make a correction here, aggregate of your cash payment should be less than equal to 5% of total cash payment. Receipt was typed 2 times, so here it is payment. Okay, aggregate of your payment. So you have to check your cash and bank book. This is the receipt side of the cash and bank book. This is the payment side. It's not a profit and loss account. All the receipt which has come here and all the payment which has gone from here, you have to check that. You have to take the total number. From the total number, you have to check whether cash was more than 5% or not. So for example, my total receipt in the year was 100 lakh and my cash receipt was only 4 lakh. My cash receipt was only 4 lakh. Then I'm eligible for this higher limit of 5 crore rupees. Higher limit of 5 crore rupees. So what she said, I will reduce your compliance cost. You don't have to pay to chartered accountants for tax audit up to 5 crore of turnover, but you have to tell us that you are a genuine assessee by showing us you don't accept receipt in cash more than 5% and you don't pay any expenditure in cash more than 5%. If you remain genuine, then we will give you the less burden, less torture, and this was the one of the most amendment in section 44AB. So apart from that, any other situation under which 44AB is applicable? Yes. For 44AD and ADSSC, we have already discussed that if you want to declare profit margin less than what is written in 44AD and ADA, then you have to get your books of accounts audited if your income exceeds basic exemption limit. And if you want to declare lower profit margin for GTA, for goods transport agent, lower than 7,500 and 1,000, then also books of accounts, this getting audited is mandatory. Okay. So who can do the audit? Sir, who can do the audit? Obviously a chartered accountant, practicing chartered accountant. Practicing chartered accountant means CA plus COP can do the audit. So which forms we have to file? You have to file form 3CA, and 3CD is the questionnaire. Questionnaire means whether assessee has maintained the books of accounts, whether fixed asset registered is maintained, is there any expenditure disallowed. So all the questionnaires is there. Questionnaire is common. Please understand. Questionnaire is common for both the assessee, 3CD, both the assessee will file. Okay, now 3CD will be filed by both the assessee,